I always stumble at this and feel awkward. Need something in the chamber and ready. Story 1, woman here. It will not work for everyone, but that's my good girl. You're taking my cock like such a good girl. You're so wet and tight. It feels so good. Do you like the way that cock tastes and feels inside you? I want you to come for me. I want to taste you. Story 2. I ask if she leans more towards praise or criticism. With that, I at least have a basic direction to go in. Story 3. Different women like different things. I would start with something light and then gradually increase intensity. God, I am obsessed with the way you feel. Just touching your skin turns me on. Story 4. Start simple. Moan when it feels good. Say her name. Ask her if it feels good. Describe what you are doing. Describe what you want to do. Once that feels natural, you can try some riskier things, but do not jump straight into the deep end or it will be really awkward. Story 5. Depending on the woman, her preferences, the setting, and the stage of the relationship you are in. Sometimes, I prefer a sweeter approach, such as, wait until we're all alone later tonight. I'm wanting you so much right now. Or, baby, if we're not in public right now. Other times, I might say, you're so wet for me already. Or, do you want my fingers or my member next? Followed by, good girl. There are also moments for more explicit expressions, like, yeah, you like my big, hard member in your mouth. Baby, I love how tight you are. Tell me who you belong to. Or, come for me now. It all depends on what your partner likes. Story 6. It really depends on the woman. This is a time to use any kind of fetish she has if you know of it. A girl I was with before would be soaking at the muttering of the word, daddy. So anytime you wanted to initiate anything, daddy, would come into conversation somehow. Another girl I was with before loved dirty talk and the whole idea of voyeurism and being watched, although we never actually did anything like that. If we were driving along and getting close to home, I'd start talking seriously about how if she started pleasing me in the car, which she did regularly, everyone would be able to see. I'd talk about how we might end up having to pull over in the street and have sex on the hood, with people going about their daily lives around us. Another girl had large breasts and loved them being squeezed and played with during sex. So if I was trying to plant the seed for intimacy, I'd start talking about her cleavage, which was always visible, and how I'd massage her and pinch her nipples. It's not that hard, you just have to be a bit casual about it. If you sit upright, clear your throat, and act like you're auditioning for a role in a television show, it kills the mood and you get flustered. The goal is to start with something basic and silly, like mentioning her clothes and what they show off, such as her breasts or buttocks, and go from there. Don't start with crude statements or explicit language, as it leaves nowhere to go with the conversation. Story 7. At first, nothing happens. Reach up the side of the neck, allowing your fingers to gently glide along the side, slowly moving them around to the base of the skull. Then grab a handful of hair and pull. Everything after that should come naturally. Put some bass in your voice and calmly explain what you want. Make sure to say "good girl" when she complies. Compliment how well she is doing as she does it, as well as how good she looks while she is doing it. Build from this. Story 8. Cannot be taught. Must be earned. Mistakes have to be made. The best you will get here is how not to proceed in hopefully obvious terms. Already, I see some responses that are causing people to react strongly across the land, sounding like popcorn popping. Story 9. There is a wide range of dirty talk that you need to discuss with a partner. Otherwise, you might say the wrong thing, and intimacy could be affected, sometimes permanently. Some prefer simple phrases like, do X to me, or, you're so hot I want to rip off your clothes, while others enjoy more intense language that could be verbally abusive if it were not consensual. Story 10. How do you normally talk to them? It may be more a matter of degree. Without more details, I would say that there are 2 key things to do. 1. Use informal words. For example, use pussy instead of vagina, and tits instead of breasts. Make your sentences more direct. Instead of saying, I long to slide my manhood between your thighs, say, I want to be intimate with you. If you are unsure what to do with your facial expression while saying such things, Get close and use a soft whisper to say it directly into their ear. Story 11. I am going to work on this. I am going to make this mine. I am going to be disrespectful to you. Then I am going to be even more offensive. Yes, then I am going to deface these walls. Oh. Story 12. A family with a performance visits a talent agent to discuss booking a show. The talent agent asks what their act is. Story 13. I'm going to clean your garage because it was filthy. It needs to be swept, and there are too many empty boxes in there. After that, I will mow your lawn and renovate it. The grass clippings and dirt clumps are going to go everywhere. I will have to pick them up and put them in your green waste bin for proper disposal. Story 14. Your dog got into the trash can again. I cleaned up the mess last time. Story 15. Assuming you don't have a high-pitched voice, firmly grab her neck with one hand. Give a big kiss and say, I haven't showered in 3 days. Now that's dirty. Story 16. Christ, we need a serious tag. Honestly, just describe what is happening in positive terms and ask for affirmation. For example, say, your skin feels so soft. Do you like the way I stroke your thighs? I love it when you do that to me. And so forth. Story 17. I love doing your work, or it's so hot when you touch my face. A lot of it is really obvious observations that boil down to I am enjoying myself and find you physically desirable. Some women do have specific triggers, but that is something she should discuss with you. Story 18. Don't overthink it, even if it feels a bit awkward at first. Remember, she wants it, so relax. Always keep it positive. Play-by-play commentary and questions are fair game. You can tell her she likes what you're doing in graphic detail or express that you like what's happening in a similarly explicit way. You can ask her if she likes it, if she wants it, or ask her to narrate for you too. Just look up some examples of erotic dialogue and take parts you like. A couple of my go-to approaches that seem popular are teasing her by keeping it on the outside or just the tip, then making her ask for more. If she's really into it, I'll make her beg. This excites them, and if you reach begging, expect some immediate intense reactions upon entry. From there, I like to get right into her ear at some point and reference her hot little pussy. Some women don't like that word, but it's generally safe, especially in the heat of the moment. Then, if things are going really well, I might ask, whose hot little pussy is this? They then scream my name, I finish, and afterward, I go to the bathroom like a gentleman. Story 19. If she has a few examples she can give you, that would help, or you can clarify through questions. I would love to try that. Do you prefer more gentle phrases like, good girl? I like it when you open your legs for me. You like feeling me inside. Or are you more into rougher phrases like, suck it, you dirty little slut? I am going to own that? Style. If she knows, she will be able to tell you. If not, she should be able to at least pick between the options to give you a clue. Story 20. I also need this advice. I tried looking this up, and most results are either incredibly creepy or I just feel weird saying them out loud. Story 21. Something like, I am not going to clean the dishes all week, or I made another cup of coffee without rinsing the mug out first. Story 22. I start describing each next move like I am Winston Wolfe, following up with, I am here to tell you what to do. And if self-gratification is an instinct you possess, you better do it and do it quickly. I am here to help. If my help is not appreciated, lots of luck, girly. Story 23. I noticed that many serious answers lean toward language portraying her as the submissive, which probably works for many women. I think it is worth asking her outside of intimate moments what dynamics she prefers. Depending on her answer, she may expect you to be the submissive one or possibly remain neutral. At the very least, start neutral until you know her preference. I enjoy all dynamics, but it depends on the interaction we have during a specific session. Story 24. Get some boundaries cleared and answered first. Find out generally what they think may be exciting to hear, but do not be too predictable. Make sure to provide an open and safe space for them, allowing you to mix it up. It is easy to get carried away. Story 25. I have never seen you look so good. You never act the way you should, but I like it. I know you like it too, the way that I want you. Story 26. Just say whatever comes to mind in a really forceful voice. Do not think too much. It is not about the content. It is about the delivery. Story 27. I choke and say nothing. I hate making up dirty talk. It takes me completely out of the sexy headspace and makes me an improvised sex talker instead. Story 28. Oh, baby, I have not done the dishes in weeks, and my toilet looks like it just got back from four-wheeling. Story 29. While slowly kissing random places along the front from the nape of the neck to the belly button. You want me to talk dirty to you? What do you want me to say? That I like to kiss you right here and that this curve right here is sexy, or that I really want to? You get the idea. Story 30. This house is very dirty. And who just left their bowl in the sink instead of putting it into the dishwasher? Story 31. What do you think of the pedestrianization of Norwich Town Centre? I'll be honest, I am completely against it. People forget that traders need access to Dixon's. Story 32. Tiny rocks, decaying and decayed organisms, living organisms, oxygen, silicon, aluminum, iron, calcium. Dirty enough yet? Story 33. I say, mud, dust, dirt, sawdust, rust, calcium buildup, lime scale, soap scum. Then I ask if that is dirty enough for her. Story 34. I tend to have the same issue. If I am not stumbling through basic dirty talk, I am probably breaking character and laughing. The breakthrough is learning exactly what type of dirty talk they are into. My partner is really into domination and degradation, so I just use the basic approach. Say something that would be mean in any other context, command her to do something, then either reward her with a stern good girl, whispered right into her ear, or punish her with a smack accompanied by a firm no, or by fully breaking the rhythm and withholding attention for a few minutes. Story 35. Tell her about the last time I deep cleaned the drains in the dishwashing area, or what I removed from the bottom of the deep fryer last night. Story 36. I disapprove of the wage gap and gender stereotype roles. Do you accept the challenges of the glass ceiling? Story 37. It will not work if you just have some prepackaged lines. It is much more about the attitude and energy. It is more about how you say something than what you say. You will have to dig deep, find your inner character, and embrace it. Story 38. I know you want to be my good girl. That is top tier, and anything that includes good girl is very effective. Story 39. When I feel pain from her grinding too hard on me, I look her in the eyes and say, come for me now and suck me dry right after. Then I lick one bouncing breast like it's my last ice cream, and she explodes. Story 40. I found something that works on my wife really well over in another subreddit. This subreddit does not allow linking to other subreddits. Replace the spaces with slashes. Story 41. I usually panic and say something like, taxes are due and the dishwasher is still broken. But I am working on it. Story 42. If my wife asked me, I would say the dishes are dirty, our clothes are dirty, and my mind is dirty. She would probably tell me that she would do the laundry, I could do the dishes, and that I must be out of my mind. Story 43. It frustrates me greatly. I was never raised to be disrespectful or engage in trash talk, so it is not natural for me. In such situations, I get lost, and the only thoughts that come to mind are insults, which can be derogatory, making me feel uncomfortable saying them. She once forced me to speak that way, and I ended up saying, you want it harder, you cheap, rotten, stinky, slimy prostitute. That was the end of our intimate relationship because she became very offended. Story 44. I'm going to hold you close and kiss you all over your beautiful body. Then, I'll gently spread your legs and slide your panties down so I can taste you. I'll continue until you reach your climax, and then I'll get on top of you and hold your throat gently. I'll watch your eyes as I slide inside you. I'll start slow to feel every inch. Then I'll hold your waist and move deeper each time you express your pleasure. I won't stop until your legs are shaking every time I touch you, because that's what you deserve. Story 45. Just speak to your partner like she is the best dog you have ever owned. Encourage her the same way but with a different tone and you will do fine. Who is a good little girl? You like that, do not you? Someone is going to get a rub. Oh yes, that is what daddy likes, and so on. You get the picture. Story 46. Talk with her outside of the bedroom about it. Have an open conversation to figure out what she likes. Is she a submissive? Does she like praise, degrading, or something else? Then proceed from there. Story 47. I love women who enjoy it and respond in kind. It is easy to get into the moment. Just know your partner so you do not say anything that might hurt her feelings or cause offense. Story 48. I'm with the original poster. I'm not personally into degradation as a kink at all. I've always wanted sex to feel like a safe space, but degradation and humiliation just don't feel safe to me. I'll talk to my sex partner about what's happening, what I'm feeling, ask her what she's feeling, and if she likes it. However, dirty talk makes me think of very explicit and shameful content, and I don't have it in me to repeat that. Story 49. I'll never get tired of being close to you. I can keep my face between your thighs forever. Story 50. I have never had this happen to me, but it is one of my biggest fears. I actually do not curse, so if I did talk dirty, it would be a really interesting scenario. Story 51. I have 6 figures saved in one account. My credit cards have 5-digit limits with 0 credit charged on them. I did the laundry and dishes this morning before work. Story 52. My ex was always very quiet. I would talk dirty to him and he liked it, but I wanted him to do it. So I told him once to do it, and he stopped in the middle of us being intimate and said, "I'm going to climax on your face," then went back to it. I was laughing because it wasn't usually his thing, but he tried. Story 53. My girlfriend and I are serious at first, then it turns into a playful exchange of insults. Story 54. I say the most embarrassing things. I also listen to romantic audiobooks written by women. I will almost always guide you in the right direction. Story 55. My partner would never ask that, but I discovered she has quite the praise kink, so it is nothing but that from me. Story 56. I think it is a lot harder when they tell you to talk dirty. If they have done it a couple of times, try talking dirty before they ask you to. It's far more natural. Basic dirty talk includes phrases like, "I want to make love to you so badly," or "I just want to be close to you and feel your warmth," "I want to kiss you so much," or "I want to keep being with you until you are happy." These are the ones I have used that give the best results. To talk dirty, just think of what you want to do to her or want her to do to you, and then verbalize it as directly as possible. Depending on the level of dirty talk she is into, most women are not necessarily into insulting language, which is a common misconception. Many just want to hear what you want to do to them or be called something affectionate or exciting. But it is a lot harder if you wait for them to say, "Talk dirty to me." Start with something mild like, "I really want to be with you right now." And if she responds with the same energy, then you can go a little deeper. Story 57. It depends on the situation. Are we at the drive-in, in the old man's Ford? Or are we behind the bushes? Or in the basement with the cellar door locked? Story 58. Obtain consent. I want to do explicit action to you. While doing the action, I am doing explicit action to you. Aftercare. I did explicit action with, for, or to you. How did you like it? Story 59. Have her pick out some adult videos or passages of erotic literature that she likes and imitate those at first. Then lean into what excites you after gaining some confidence. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.